This video is sponsored by Music Hack. In today's video, we'll be doing something a bit different, which is why we're outside. Just kidding, we're outside for literally no reason at all. Music Hack recently approached me with an idea of doing a sponsor video, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit hurting financially, so I figured it'd be a good idea for me to do it, especially since I believe in their plugin. I do think the Master Plan is pretty good. The Master Plan is an all-in-one mastering plugin that promises algorithmically superior loudness, mastering grade analog and tape saturation, and natural dimensional mono-safe width. It has been used in numerous industry artists' work, such as SZA and Justin Bieber, as well as Pink Panthers and Busta Rhymes. I'm sure there are many more, but these are just what I could gather from Music Hack's Spotify playlist, which I don't think has been updated in the past year. The opinions in this video are my own, and they have not paid for my opinions. They've just paid for me to make the video. They cannot control what I say. And if you're considering buying this plugin because of this video, I suggest you getting a trial first and making your own decision based on that. So the first thing I did was look into hiring a legit mastering engineer. So I contacted Chris Athens. Yes, the actual Chris Athens. He's mastered all types of shit. Albums from Drake, Blink-182, Mac Miller. Honestly, this is a little bit terrifying because I'm gonna have to master this house song as well as he does. And I'm just some guy living in Hawaii. Goddamn birds. Goddamn birds. But I wouldn't describe myself as a professional. I don't know if I describe what I do here as a professional either. But this will really be putting me and this plugin to the test. It's just you and me against the world, pal. Anyways, it costs about $200 to get the song mastered from him. I received the track back within a day of payment, and it looks like it's time to do our thing. We gotta do our thing. Now, all memes aside about my fantastic studio here, my actual studio is not the most professional, but I do have quite a bit of experience mastering music over the years. I basically just have a pair of JBL monitors with a sub, and I have another pair of monitors that are Yamahas without a sub. And I also have this cheap pair of AKG headphones. And basically I have a variety of things to listen on in order to compare. Having multiple perspectives while working on something is always good. Now I'm gonna walk you through my step-by-step process attempting to master this song as well as a legitimate mastering engineer. Here is the unmastered song. There'll be a link to check out this artist in the description. So obviously the first thing we're gonna have to do is turn up the loud knob. Yeah, it's really called the loud knob. The loud knob is a combination of clipping and limiting. I'm gonna be comparing it to the other master just to make sure we are on the same page in terms of loudness. It's already pretty close. The rest of it is just gonna be messing with EQ and multiband compression. I'm gonna fiddle with some of the extra EQ parameters to see if it helps get the sound I'm going for. You may say, wow, Weaver, you're really tweaking on this. That's basically what mastering is, so yeah. Gonna boost the highs a little bit to match the reference track. Gonna turn up the wide knob a little bit, and that's obviously a bit of stereo imaging. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what this button is. It says calm, and I think that's good. The calm button and slider help tame high frequency buildup. So me and my team did some high-tech analysis, and I was incorrect earlier. I should have boosted the low end, not gotten rid of some of the low end. I think I was thinking of the low end, which sadly you cannot do in this plugin. One critique I do have of this plugin is the lack of frequency choice within the EQ. It may be seen as a good thing if you prefer a simpler setup or are a beginner, but if you prefer more complex choices within your mastering plugin, this can be a bit limiting. Granted, you could use another EQ to scratch this itch. One thing I do like about this plugin is the thick button / fader. It provides a little bit of saturation to the low end. It's pretty nice. I've also noticed the ceiling threshold is actually -0.2 in the mastered version, so I altered mine to also be -0.2 instead of -0.1. I've also noticed with my team's sophisticated analysis that if I'm trying to make this master closer to the Chris Athens version, I should actually turn off the calm button. It gets rid of some of the very, very high frequencies, and it's definitely a matter of personal choice if you want that on or off. But if I'm trying to match this master here, it's better to have it off or have it on just very slightly. I've also decided I like how it sounds better with the smooth button off, which is an extra compressor that it adds. Doing a quick check in mono. You guys gotta check your masters and mixes in mono, guys. After further scientific analysis with my team, I've decided that I want to turn the calm button back on, but just turn it on very, very, very slightly, because the highs are a little bit too much when I'm listening on different monitoring systems. I decided I wanted to tighten up the low end a bit more, so I brought up the lows in the multiband compression. I was listening on a different set of speakers afterwards, and I noticed I didn't like the mid frequency I chose to boost, so I decided to switch it to the middle one instead of the high one. Okay, I think I'm done with the masters for now. I'll show a quick clip of each one. Normally I would showcase the entire song, but you know, YouTube retention, trying to keep people watching throughout the whole video. I'm not sure if the original artist would be comfortable me linking the entire song down in the description. I'll ask them, but otherwise, I'm just getting these small clips here, guys. Sorry. Now, is this an identical one-to-one copy of Chris Athens' master? No, but I would say it's pretty hard to deny it's objectively close. I do feel like he used a bit more compression on his version, but I wasn't the biggest fan of the way the compression was sounding in the master plan. Maybe it was due to the lack of settings for that. Maybe it works better with other songs, I don't know. I personally would be happy with either version of these masters though. I also think potentially you could push the loudness a lot further with this song with the master plan. It seemed like it got to the proper loudness without much effort, but that's not what we were testing here today. Obviously what you're paying for with a mastering engineer is both their ears and equipment, but if you have pretty good ears and equipment, then it's debatable how necessary they are. You could probably just master your own things, whether it's with this software or something else like Ozone, etc. If you're interested in this plugin, I 100% suggest you check out the demo before purchasing it. If you do decide to purchase it though, there's a link in the description. And currently at the time of upload, they are having a 50% off sale for Black Friday, so consider checking that out. But like I said, demo first always. Okay guys, that is it for this video. If you press the like button, I promise to challenge Chris Athens to a boxing match. He might be pretty old, so this might not be a fair fight. So that's pretty fucked up if you press the like button, but please for the love of God, press the like button. Subscribe if you're new here for content like this almost every single day. If you want to support the channel and what I do here, consider joining my Patreon or becoming a channel member. For as low as $5 a month, you get access to exclusive content, outtakes, and other goodies. I'll see you guys next time.